Hello, sweet friends. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether with friends, family, or just snuggled up with a good book and a glass of wine. It's Brandy, and today I'll be working on my second layout with the delicious February kit from Shimmerz. And I'm sure by now you all have received the news about the new subscription that Shimmerz is offering, but it's worth repeating. When you sign up, you'll save 10% each month, and they always include an exclusive color that you can only get in the kit. So y'all go check them out. I'll leave a link to the Shimmerz shop in the description. And if y'all place an order, don't forget to add my name to the comment section and you'll receive a free paint. Now, let's talk about the layout. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I'm doing an 8.5 by 11 layout this time. And my base paper is just smooth white cardstock. I started by trimming that black plaid piece down to 8 inches wide to 4.5 inches long. And then I cut an 8-inch strip of that pink paper and used my herb shears just to cut some fringe in it. After I fluff up that fringe just a little bit, I do some machine stitching down the center of those black stripes, and then I fussy cut the X's and O's out of that piece of patterned paper. Now I want to paint in that little banner, so I start with the Spritz Happy Hour that comes in the kit, and I just dip my paintbrush in it and start working around the edge of the heart inside the banner area that I want painted this color. I love using these sprays this way because it allows me to have this watercolor effect in a really small area that you can't get that look with just paint or markers necessarily. Next, I'm going to come in with a Creamies One Hot Mama to do the hearts. Now the Creamies do need to be water activated, and I love that part because you have a lot of control over how concentrated you want the pigment to be. And when you're done, just set it to the side with the lid off and let it dry overnight. It'll completely dry out and they'll last you for a really long time. Now I'm going to bring in colorings in a bright fuchsia to add a heavier mixed media element to my page. So I saw Joanne Bartel do something similar to this in a recent video, and she used a piece of a cut up sponge that she had purchased, I guess, just for doing mixed media. And I realized that I just have these sponge daubers laying around that I never do anything with. So I decided to dig them out and try this. And guys, I'm here to tell you that if you're afraid of mixed media, this is the way to go. This is the easiest way to add color to your page that I have ever tried before. I love it, and this may be my go-to way from now on, especially if I just want to get it done quickly and I'm not trying to add a lot of layers. I encourage you all to conquer that fear and give this method a shot. Now, I didn't use any gesso on this layout, so the paper does absorb the color fairly quickly. And it dries pretty fast too, but before it was completely dry, I wanted to add some splatters of Vibes Think Pink just to add a little more depth to the mixed media element. And by the way, the Think Pink is exclusive to the February kit, so if you want that color, you have to buy the kit to get it. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding all the fun stuff to the page. And I pulled out some of the ephemera pieces that I thought I wanted to work with. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I did switch photographs. This is not the one that was at the beginning of this video because I changed my mind. I decided that with the little glasses that my granddaughter has on that say XOXO on them, it was just too sweet and too perfect not to use on this particular layout. So I switched them. I wanted to use those teddy bears because they're adorable, but they ultimately don't make it onto this layout. However, the balloons were perfect because this photograph was taken at, my goodness, what are words? The photograph was taken at my granddaughter's 5th birthday party that happened this past weekend, and it was Valentine's themed. So it was kismet. It was just supposed to be on here. So I finished the layout off with Color Splash, the Pearl Next Door, and I use the nozzle to get big chunky splatters. And then I come in with Color Splash Black Hole and use a paintbrush to get finer splatters. And off camera, I add a couple of elements in the top right hand corner, as well as one of the dots that come in the February kit. And I also add a little bit of journaling to the page. You guys will be able to see all of that coming up in the close-ups. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about the products or process, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Also, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.